There's something timelessly powerful about the story of an underdog, someone who starts at the bottom, fights against all odds, and rises to greatness. In the anime Blue Lock, Isagi Yoichi embodies this struggle as he transforms from an overlooked footballer to one of the most familiar players in the program. What sets his journey apart isn't just his victories, it's his sheer grit, adaptability, and willingness to face his weaknesses head on. In this video, we'll break down Isagi's growth throughout Season 1 of Blue Lock, from being ranked 299 out of a 300 to standing toe-on-toe with the best. His journey isn't just inspiring, it's a guide to personal transformation. This is the story of Isagi Yoichi, the beating heart of Blue Lock, and a shining example of how persistence and self-awareness can lead to greatness. It's easy to forget, but Isagi began his journey at rock bottom. Ranked 299 out of 300 players in Blue Lock, he was labeled as one of the weakest. Imagine joining a competition and being told you're the second worst there. It's the kind of reality that forces a choice. Accept mediocrity or push yourself to improve. In the early days, while other players flaunted their unique talents, Isagi struggled to find what set him apart. Then in a pivotal moment, he had a revelation. If I don't beat someone stronger than me, nothing will change. This mindset shift marked his first step in his evolution. Think about it. When you set small goals, you limit yourself. For example, if your goal in gym is to lift only what feels comfortable, you'll never build the strength needed to push past your limits. Similarly, if Isagi's ambition was just to make it into the starting lineup for a casual team, he would never dream of competing at a national or international level. Change demands discomfort. As Isagi says, "At this rate, I'll be the same as I was before." This truth applies universally. Growth requires stepping out of your comfort zone and embracing the unknown. Just as a musician learns to play challenging pieces to improve, or a student takes on advanced problems to deepen their understanding, we grow when we engage with challenges that test our abilities. Isagi's first breakthrough came when he refused to take the easy way out. In a critical moment, instead of exploiting Igarashi's injury for easy elimination, Isagi chose a harder path, one that demanded more from him. This decision reflected the truth we often avoid. Growth comes from doing what's uncomfortable and inconvenient. Imagine a writer who never tries a different genre because they fear failure, or a coder who sticks to the same programming language despite knowing it limits their potential. Just like Isagi, these individuals miss opportunities to grow because they avoid difficult choices. Growth requires courage to tackle the unknown and the discipline to push through the discomfort. In the match against Team X, Isagi faced Barrow, a player so dominant he single-handedly crushed Team Z. This defeat left Isagi doubting himself, questioning whether he had anything to offer. It's a moment many of us can relate to, when we compare ourselves to others and feel like we never measure up. But Isagi's journey teaches us that comparison is often misleading. While Barrow had undeniable strengths, Isagi learned to focus on his unique skills. This reminds me of students who excel in academics but struggle with sports or vice versa. Rather than envying others' talents, they can thrive by holding their own strengths. Growth isn't about being the best of everything. It's about understanding your potential, sharpening your abilities, and using them strategically. Isagi's defining strength is his adaptability. In the match against Team Y, he discovered his ability to read the field and anticipate plays, a skill that turned a losing game into a stunning victory. This marked the second stage of his growth, understanding that learning and adapting are keys to its success. Think of an entrepreneur who pivots their business model after analyzing market trends, or an artist who experiments with new techniques to keep their work fresh. Like Isagi, they succeed because they embrace adaptability. As Naruhaya, later puts it, Isagi is a genius of adaptability. This lesson is universal. Success isn't just about raw effort. It's about the ability to learn, pivot, and grow from every experience. Isagi's path wasn't smooth. After a hard-fought victory against Team V, he faced Rin Itoshi, a player who seemed untouchable. Rin effortlessly defeated Isagi, exposing the gap between them. But setbacks like these are essential for growth. Think of a marathon runner who hits the wall during training. Instead of giving up, they push through, building endurance for race day. Isagi mirrors this. Progress isn't a straight line. Every victory reveals a new challenge, and every setback offers a chance to rebuild stronger. Instead of fearing setbacks, view them as opportunities to recalibrate and grow. One of Isagi's most profound moments comes when he says, "I don't need that version of myself anymore." To evolve, he had to shed the habits, mindsets, and limitations that held him back. Imagine an athlete who clings to bad training habits, or an employee resistant to learning new skills in a changing industry. Just like Isagi, they must let go of the old to make room for the new. Growth demands reinvention, and I often start with discarding what no longer serves you. Isagi's greatest realization is that he isn't special, and that's liberating. Many of us fall into two traps: thinking we're too extraordinary to fail, or believing we're too ordinary to succeed. But the truth is, most success comes from not being special, but from showing up and doing the work. Think of famous athletes like Cristiano Ronaldo. While he undoubtedly has talent, his relentless training and discipline are what set him apart. Isagi's journey echoes this truth. Success is about effort, persistence, and adaptability, not natural talent or privileges. In the match against Baru and Naruhea, the 2v2, Isagi adapts again, incorporating Naruhea's off-the-ball movement into his own playing style. This ability to learn from others makes him a formidable opponent. It's a lesson that applies broadly. Think of a chef experimenting with a rival's signature ingredient, or a scientist refining their work based on PR breakthroughs. Growth often comes from borrowing ideas, refining them, and making them your own. By the end of Season 1, Isagi has come a long way, from being ranked 299 to beating players he once thought were untouchable. While he's still chasing Rin, he closed the gap significantly. His journey reminds us of the importance of acknowledging progress. It's like climbing a mountain. While the peak may still be far, looking back at how much ground you've covered can inspire you to keep going. Celebrate your wins. They're fuel for the next leg of your journey. Isagi Yoichi's journey in Blue Lock isn't just about football. It's a lesson in growth, persistence, and adaptability. It shows us that success isn't reserved for the special few. It's for those who embrace challenges, adapt to setbacks, but ultimately keep moving forward. Reflect on your progress, let go of what's holding you back, and keep striving forward. And that's the video for today. Thank you for listening. As always, like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for next time.